Hello, this is Gradle from Elevate Care Insights. This video is about sponsorships, Tier 2 sponsor license, and how you can safely recruit skilled workers into your care agencies. And also, please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. This video is going to cover the recruitment from overseas of nurses. Please make sure that you go to the government website and really do stay up to date with laws, compliances, and also seek legal advice from a trained lawyer, not one of those companies that says, come on, we can get you a visa in a day. You really want to be talking to professionals about this. Qualification verification. Confirm that nurses have a nursing degree or diploma, at least 1 year of nursing experience, and are a registered nurse with a licence. English language proficiency. Ensure candidates have passed either the academic IELTS with the minimum score required or the OET with the C+ in writing and B in other areas. Think about your job interview process. Will you have someone in the country that will interview them, or do you have to arrange Skype, Zoom, or other platform once the language proficiency is confirmed? Whichever you have to do, you need to ensure that the person being interviewed is the person whose information you have received. The next step is to consider what requirements are for the Midwifery Council. So there needs to be, the Nursing and Midwifery Council. So there needs to be some sort of guidance that you give to your candidates on how to complete the online self-assessment for NMC registration, verifying their health, character, and the English requirements. Your candidates need to be assisted to complete the computer-based test, the CBT. Assist them to register for it and take the CBT at an authorised centre, which means that you need to make sure you know where the centres are in the country where that person resides, because that will be necessary for the NMC registration. Help your candidates gather and submit required documents for the Nursing and Midwifery Council eligibility assessment. Instruct your candidates to submit the various documents to your care agency or their future employer. Include NHS application forms, police checks, proof of address and references. So these are really vital documents. You really need to get the police checks done in the home country. You need to have their proof of address and also their references. The next bit is the certificate of sponsorship. Explain the process to your candidates of obtaining the COS through their NHS trust for the UK work visa application. The visa application. Provide information on applying for the Tier 2 visa, including potential fee, payment or reimbursement by the employer. Arrival preparation. Inform the candidate about flight arrangements into the UK, airport pickup and initial accommodation. The OSCE, Objective Structured Clinical Examination. Prepare your candidate for the OSCE, which assesses clinical skills and is required for the NMC registration. Receiving the NMC PIN. Once your candidate has passed the OSCE, they will receive the NMC PIN and become a registered nurse in the UK. Please do remember that it's important that you contact anyone who will support the legal information, and you as your care agency to make sure that you have covered the government guidelines and supported your person to become a candidate in their home country, compliant with UK immigration law and professional registration. I'm now going to go on to talk about the Tier 2 General Visa, which is relevant for international nurses coming to work in the UK. But please do remember the law is being updated all of the time. Here are some specific steps to consider regarding payments. So the Certificate of Sponsorship, COS, before applying for a Tier 2 visa, the nurse must have a valid certificate of sponsorship from the NHS Trust or care agency, which serves as an official job offer and is necessary for the visa application. The nurse should apply online through the UK Visa and Immigration website. The application typically requires a candidate's details, the COS reference number, and proof that they meet the maintenance and English language requirements. Visa fees. As of last looking, the cost for the Tier 2 visa is dependent on the length of the contract, with a higher fee for longer durations. Healthcare professionals may be eligible for a reduced application fee under the Health and Care Visa Scheme, but please remember these things are changing all of the time. Fees are subject to change and also subject to legislation, so it's essential that you check the official websites. Applicants also need to pay the Immigration Health Surcharge, which grants access to the UK's National Health Service. The exact amount will be dependent on the visa duration. Some NHS trusts or care agencies offer to pay the visa fee. This should be clarified in the job offer. In addition to the COS, applicants will need to submit various documents such as passport, proof of knowledge of English, bank statements showing maintenance funds, and a TB test result if coming from a listed country. After submitting the online application, the nurse will need to book and attend a biometrics appointment at a visa application centre to provide fingerprints and a photograph. Visa processing times can vary. The applicant can opt for priority services at an additional cost for a faster decision. Upon successful application, the nurse will receive a sticker in their passport, allowing them to travel to the UK. They must pick up a biometric residence permit within 10 days of arrival at the UK. Visa regulations and fees are subject to change. Always consult the official UK government website or a legal professional for the most current information. Care owners should provide assistance throughout this process and ensure they are up to date with the latest immigration policies to facilitate a smooth transition for their international recruits. Remember to inform nurses that they should check the UK government official website for the most recent information and requirements for the Tier 2 application process. As always, please do like and subscribe, and also let us know in the comments below if you have successfully recruited a nurse to the UK and what some of the challenges were in doing that, and also how things are going.